This math lesson is called Combining Three-Dimensional Shapes. We're going to start by reviewing the few three-dimensional shapes that we've talked about. Our first one was a cube. A cube has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. This is a cube. When you trace the side of a cube or the face, it is the shape of a square. Our next one is a cylinder. A cylinder has 2 faces and no vertices, no 2 points where they connect. 1, 2 faces. Next, we have a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. Now, one thing you'll notice if you trace a rectangular prism is that this face is the shape of a rectangle, but what if you trace it on the ends? Now it's the shape of a square. So this is a rectangular prism. And our last shape that we're going to talk about is the cone. The cone has 1 face, which if traced is a round circle, and it has 1 vertice, 1 vertex. So these shapes, these are our three-dimensional shapes that we've been talking about. Now, I was going to ask you to go on a hunt around your house to find some of those shapes, and I tried it, and it was tricky. So I easily found some rectangular prisms. A mac and cheese box is definitely a rectangular prism. A can of, mine is black beans. It could be soup. It could be a peanut butter container. Mine is a cylinder. I found 1 cube. I could not find a cube, and it was a candle. And it was the only cube I could find around my house. And for a cone, I couldn't find one at all. I did not have an ice cream cone or a birthday hat, so I just made a little paper cone. If you want to try, go see what you can find around your house. Your lesson today is to take three-dimensional shapes and to make them into a new shape. So when you have 2 three-dimensional shapes, you could take a cone and a cylinder. If you put them together, now you have a new shape, a composite shape. This shape doesn't have its own name, but we've made a new shape. I could take my rectangular prism, I could add a cone, I could even add a cylinder, and now I have another shape made of 3 3D shapes, but this is a composite shape or a new shape. For your work today, you're going to be looking at three-dimensional shapes and trying to decide on a new composite shape, what shapes did they use? So carefully look at the shapes, decide which ones were part of that crazy new composite shape. And if you have some at home and you want to try it, I take my cylinder and my cube. It's a new shape. Give it a try.